leading the rear, Fresco Thunderstruck, Hardy and Echuca, and City Gold. And they're all filling their positions. 100 metres off the space with the candy pole now. And they're off and the arms fall back. They come out of the line of one, but the feeding favourite's going forward. And inside of it's going forward also is Fresco Thunderstruck. And Fresco Thunderstruck's pushing for the lead. The feeding favourite's now being in. On its back we have Necking Tiger out wide. Rear of the field we have City Gold. As they come in the front straight, we'll see them better, and out in front we have Fresco Thunderstruck. On its back the feeding favourite. Out wide Cardi Mandua. Necking Tiger's third off the fence. On its back inside of it we have Steven there, and at the rear of the field City Gold. We've got them on the line, drop them off a little bit, and as they go into that fence, down in front Fresco Thunderstruck. On its back the feeding favourite. Then we have Necking Tiger, Eden Maria, City Gold, and at the rear of the field now after being restrained is Cardi Mandua. But as they work back to where they parted from and out in front, Fresco Thunderstruck. On its back the feeding favourite, Necking Tiger third, Eden Maria fourth. In fifth place we have City Gold, and now taking up Cardi Mandua. The sixth and ring single file as they work that bend again. And I'll come into the straight this time where they get the bell and out in front Fresco Thunderstruck. The feeding favourite second, Necking Tiger third, Eden Maria fourth, fifth place City Gold and Cardi Mandua at the rear. They come into the straight, they've got just over half a mile to go and I'll get the bell of the judge. And out in front, Fresco Thunderstruck, the feeding favourite second, on this back we have Necking Tiger, Eden Maria, City Gold fifth, the judge and they're in the last lap. Now in front Fresco Thunderstruck. On its back the feeding favourite, Necking Tiger third. On its back we have Eden Maria, City Gold and Cardi Mandua. No change to the order, but one's come off the fence now and still out in front Fresco Thunderstruck, the feeding favourite. Number second, Necking Tiger come out in the running line to move forward. On its back, going up we have City Gold. And at the rear of the field, Cardi Mandua. But as they work to bend up past the 400, Fresco Thunderstruck still in front. The feeding favourite second. Out wide making a run now is Necking Tiger. Back on the fence, City Gold, Eden Maria and Cardi Mandua. But as they run into the straight and making line of three now, the feeding favourite's gone up to Fresco Thunderstruck. As they come down, they're going to the line head and head. City Gold second, third. Then we have Necking Tiger, Eden Maria and Cardi Mandua at the rear of the field. The results of the third and final trial of the morning. The first was the feeding favourite, Fresco Thunderstruck and third City Gold. Overall time was 2:49.1, which is a mile rate 25.1. Last mile 26.5, last half 59.7 and 1 by 2 of the margin.